Hey everyone, my name's Travis and I'm the voice behind the Daily Try. It's so nice to finally meet you. I figured I'd get behind the camera and introduce you to myself because you'll be seeing a lot more of me in the videos coming up. And I wanted to let you know about what the future of this channel is going to be all about. So let me introduce myself and tell you a little bit about how this channel got started. So I signed up for my first Ironman a few years ago, just thinking I'd be ticking it off the bucket list. However, I had no idea how badly you could catch a triathlon bug. And after months of hard work and dedication, I got to the race and I sucked. Compared to what I was capable of anyways. So since that day, I've always wanted revenge. However, I had to be responsible, make my parents proud, and go back to university and flight school, which I did, and I eventually became a pilot. Life was going according to plan, and I moved out with my girlfriend to Washington State, where I currently live now. But during that time, I never stopped loving the sport of triathlon, and I always watched the pros. Then, out of nowhere, my dad called me, and he said, "Travis, do you want to do a half Ironman in Mexico?" And I was like, of course, this could be the perfect time for my revenge, to do this with my dad, and you know, if I sucked again, at least it's half as bad, right? So when I started training again, I couldn't help but think that I should start a YouTube channel because I realized the triathlon is the best sport on earth and I really need to do it for the rest of my life. Also, the sport started growing like crazy during that time and I thought there was a need for a channel like this. However, I kept putting it off and continued about my training. However, with the hype around Kona this year, I could not say no anymore and we started the channel October 1st. It took off way more than I could have hoped, thanks to you guys. That makes me so motivated to make this channel the best that it can be. And the goal is to be in Kona in 2023, either with the channel or as an athlete. But first, we gotta check in and see what I'm like as an athlete. First, we'll take a look at what gear I've got currently. And don't laugh, I think it's enough to get me through for now. So yeah, it's not that bad, and I'm lucky to have what I do, but the wetsuit definitely needs to be replaced soon, and it's gotten a little trickier to put on since off-season started. I usually run in New Balance, but I've been trying out ASIC for racing in, and I really enjoy them. I've got a couple Wahoo products that tell me how high my heart rate is getting, and I wear Magic 5 so I look like Jan Frodeno. And if you thought that was bad, take a look at my fitness stats. So, to some of you, these might not seem so bad, but for trying to qualify for the World Champs, I've got a long way to go. Running is definitely my favorite of the three sports, but coming from a college soccer background, all I want to do is go faster. Okay, on to cycling, and it is definitely my weakest of the three, but it's what I'll be working on the most coming up. I still have yet to find a comfortable fit on my bike, but hopefully I'll find that magic position soon. And then there's swimming, the sport that makes you wish that duathlon was more popular. For some reason, I actually think I'd pick up on swimming the quickest, and if I ever put in a solid, consistent block of training, I think it would be my best leg. And I don't really have an excuse as I happen to live right on a lake. Unfortunately, it is freezing cold right now, and I'll have to wait till it warms up to become the next Josh Hamburger. Clearly, I've got a lot of work to do. Not only as an athlete, but also as an editor of this channel. But I hope you stick around for the journey. And here's a few reasons why I think you should. Number one, I'm gonna make all these videos quick, short, and entertaining so that you wanna come back every day to watch them. Second, I wanna make this a community of triathlon enthusiasts, and I want to help the sport grow. So if you help me, you help the sport. And third, I'm gonna try and find ways to give back to you, either through giveaways, race reviews, helpful tips and tricks, or just by you following along and learning how not to do it by watching my athlete journey, and of course, much more. Well, that's the plan anyways. And don't worry, the channel isn't going to change too much. It's going to stay about these three main things. Number one, it's going to be about the news and the highlights, just like we've been doing in the past. Number two, it's going to be about the pros themselves, making spotlight videos and motivational videos for you to enjoy. And third, it's going to be about my athlete journey. And don't worry, it's not going to be too much. I wanted to keep this channel personal and relatable and also fun. So I figured I'll put my journey on there as well, occasionally for you guys to enjoy. Alright, so if I've somehow convinced you to stay, here's how you can help grow the channel. First, if you really like me, hit that subscribe and like button, especially on every video that comes out, because it really helps the channel get noticed. And if you really, really like me, you can go follow along on the Instagram and TikTok, where there'll be much more entertainment there as well. Third, if you love me, head over to the Buy Me a Coffee or the Patreon membership, where you can join the support team for as little as $1 a month. Well, there'll be lots more incentives and giveaways to do so. Okay, and the first way that I'm gonna give back to you is if you click the link in the description and you head to the feed and you join my athlete club, you get $80 for free for your first year with me. You get $20 immediately that you can use on some triathlon fueling needs, or you can just buy my water bottle, which would be amazing. All right, we did it. Thank you so much. And remember, it's simple. Try every day. Remember, and remember, and remember.
Oh, that is so cold. Okay.